All right, guys, I got this Chevy truck here. This is a 2015 model. All right, so this is Chevy truck. I just want to show you guys what exactly this is. Tracks right there. All right, if you have a Sonic, Chevy, Malibu, all these new models, and if you have this kind of problem, all right, I keep going around the car, but let me go back. This car has a misfire. I do have my scan tool scale connected to this. It's losing power, all right? Plus, on the muffler, you hear that? If you put your hand to it, it's pushing your hand, all right? So pretty much this is a misfire, right? So I have my scan tool hooked up. Just want to show you guys. See this, cylinder 2, 0. You got cylinder 3 misfire. A lot. It's misfiring a lot, all right? You see that? It's jumping up and down. Right there, 22. And then on cylinder, I'm gonna move this. Let me move this way. All right, pretty much. Cylinder 1, you have a little bit of misfire. Cylinder number 3 is very bad. You see that? If you go cross straight on cylinder 3, misfire, right? So you can see it right there. All right, guys, anyways, check engine light is on. This car does have codes. Let's see what the codes are. Code menu, display codes. 300. The code is 300. It's hard to see with this because it's highlighted. It's a random misfire, right? So we're gonna figure out this problem, all right? Very simple, guys. Right under the hood, there's ignition coil and spark plugs. We're gonna change both things, all right? And that should take care of it. But before that, I want to remove the ignition coil. I want to show you something. You always gotta check, all right? You could swap the little boots on the ignition coil, or you could swap the spark plugs, either or, right? Sometimes it's a bad spark plug, or it could be a coil itself. But you have to do a little bit of test, all right? Don't go crazy, don't go bananas, all right? If you have this problem, this truck is just struggling. Can you hear the engine? Let me pop the hood. All right, so I'm gonna pop this hood. I'm gonna try to manage to put this little stick with one hand. There you go, I got it. All right, you look at the engine. All right, pop this open, just grab it and you lift it out of there, all right? This big pack here is the ignition coil, all right? Underneath it, it has boots going in there, plus it has spark plugs, all right? So we're gonna probably replace this and the plugs together, and that should take care of the problem. I'm not gonna go and test a lot of crazy things. I'm gonna have to get this phone call and come back. All right, so we had a customer call. You always gotta spend a little bit of time with the car, right? Put the scan tool on, check it, read it, check the misfire data, check the exhaust, look at the shake in the engine. Don't just throw stuff at it, all right? A lot of time people come to me, they say, oh, the guy said it's a bad spark plug. I can change the spark plug for you, all right? But I am gonna take this out. I'm gonna show you the boots. Probably the boots are corroded. This car has a common problem, all right? Chevy, Sonic, Cruise, all these cars, Ecotech, problem, all right? That big coil is gonna be one big piece, all right? So we'll stay tuned. I'm waiting for the piece, all right? Okay, so to begin with, we're gonna use this torque set here. I'm using a T27. We're gonna remove this little guy right there, and then we're gonna remove this little guy right here. There you go. I just want to inspect the coil pack boots. I know it's a common problem on these, but I want to inspect this, see what it look like. Put these long bolts to the side, because if you do change the spark plugs, you do not want any of the dirt, debris going in there, right? Or these bolts to fall inside. Another thing is, you're gonna take this little guy. There's a red little clip here. You're gonna take that and you're gonna push it back. I have to get a flathead because it's not gonna be so easy to do it without flathead. Okay, got my flathead here. Going right back to the car. So this little guy, usually these break because I always get stressed out and I pull it too hard. So it comes back just a little bit, just like that. And then you can push on this little tab here and remove the connector, right? Somebody walked in, so going back to this. So push on this tab. Usually these are tough to get out. If you can, push it and try to use a flathead to maneuver around. Come on, so tough. All right, maybe this guy's not all the way out. Okay, so I'm gonna push down really hard. Okay, after struggling a little bit with it, I got it out. And this coil pack the whole thing should come out for you. It's gonna be a little tough because those boots are probably holding it. Use something like that, flathead. Just be careful, you don't want to damage the valve cover. All right, and this thing is gonna come out all together. It should be one big pack. So to change it, you have to change the whole thing. Oh, my battery is charged, guys. Let's move over here. So my battery is charged here. All right, this is my battery for RC cars. I do a lot of bashing, so you guys should check out my other channel. It's called RC USA 201. I do drifting. I got big bashers over here. Got the bad boy over there. Got another bad boy. I even do boarding. So we got everything, nitros and everything. This is a nitro engine in this one, all right? So check my other channel out. Do subscribe, share, and like my videos. Anyways, going back to this. All right, I'm gonna use both hands. I'm gonna put my camera probably right here. Not the best angle, but let's see if I can get it out. There you go. All right, so I found the problem already. This thing has oil. One, it has oil in there, and another thing is it has a lot of like liquid, like coolant. I see coolant inside. I don't know why I see coolant in there. Maybe this guy overheated in the past. I did see he has a new fan in there. All right, so there's a lot of antifreeze in there. All right, all of it in there. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna clean all that out, right? So it's giving a misfire more off for number 3, which is this right here. And but they all got antifreeze in there. It's red. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a needle nose. First I need to pull this out, even this thing broke off. But anyways, let me get this thing going and we're gonna get all this out. So about the boot that stayed behind, I'm gonna just pull it with this little guy right here. All of them has antifreeze in it, all right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna blow air inside. I'm gonna clean it all off, and we're gonna get it all out. He probably leaked antifreeze from here. Probably somebody spilled it, and it's all the way in there, all right? But nothing we could do. Antifreeze should not be there. There's no way for the antifreeze to get in there, right? Only way is if you spill it. But anyways, if you have a problem, take a look. Sometimes these boots are bad. I am gonna be changing this coil pack anyway, all right? But let's continue this job and we'll keep it moving, all right? All right, one thing I want to say is I did call the customer to replace the spark plugs, and I explained to him, but he does not want spark plugs. He said just change the ignition coils, and I told him about the antifreeze, clean it all up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna blow all this off. You see that? All right, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna clean it up again like a couple of times till it's nice and dry. Then we'll install the new coil pack. Okay guys, I got the new coil pack here, right? Delphi. All right, and part number right there, original. All right, so you take this little guy, make sure it's nice and clean in there like it's supposed to be. All right, let me wipe it down a little bit more. I see a little bit of antifreeze on the edges here, or is it just shiny? It looks just shiny. All right, anyways, that's done. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this in, push it nicely evenly. If you like, you could swap the boost. Like let's say number 3 was misfire, you could swap it with the 1 if the misfire transferred to cylinder 1. So the problem was the boot. If this changing this coil does not solve the problem, you could swap the spark plugs. You can even do it before you put in a new coil. It's all up to you. And we're gonna lock up this ignition coil. After this, we'll reset the check engine light and we'll check for data on the scan tool, see if it gives us any misfire, because the next step will be me changing spark plugs. All right, but the customer denied. I told him the chances could be I might have to, but let's see what he says. All right, so take this connector, push it in, that red or pink tab goes in. Dealer worked on his car, so things are just loose and hanging, but there it is. All right, so we're gonna crank up the car and reset the light and then check for misfire data. Okay guys, so no misfire. You look at that, 0000. You got the car running, RPM is a little high because it's cold, check engine is reset, perfect. All right, so bada bing bada boom, just look into it guys, and the car is nicely and smoothly. Let's check the performance of the muffler. Perfect, like it's supposed to be. All right, so thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like all of my videos. All right, so again, this is Chevy. If you got a misfire on one of these Chevys, you're gonna need to look into the cylinders. All right, and if you have a scan tool like mine, you can do it all you want. All right, so thank you and bye bye. Don't forget to put this cover on. It goes in the max right on. It goes into these little holes here and over here. All right, nicely clean up the area, babe. But he's low on antifreeze. I'm gonna top that off for him. Bada bing, bada boom. Bye bye.